Sergio Ramos, the Lionheart legacy. There are players who play football. Then there are warriors who fight every match like it's their last. Sergio Ramos was the latter, a man born not just to play, but to lead, bleed, and etch his name into the eternal folklore of the beautiful game. But what if I told you that his real story, the one the cameras never caught, was even more incredible than the highlight reels? Sergio was born in Camas, a small town in Seville, Spain. His first football was a rolled-up sock kicked across dusty alleys, often through his older brother René's legs, who would later become his agent. From the start, Sergio wasn't just playing, he was conquering. His drive was volcanic, his tackles explosive, and his hair longer than most kids' patience. He joined Sevilla FC's youth academy, and by 17, he had broken into the first team. But fate had greater plans. In 2005, Real Madrid came calling, splashing 27 million euros on a teenage defender, an eyebrow-raising move at the time. Madrid was chaos, glamour and pressure. Sergio walked into a dressing room of Galacticos. Zidane, Ronaldo Nazario, Beckham. The Bernabeu was not a stadium. It was a cathedral with 80,000 high priests demanding perfection. Early on, Sergio made mistakes, red cards, misread crosses. He was raw, but he learned fast. Under the mentorship of Cannavaro and later Pepe, he evolved not just as a defender but as a phenomenon. After Iker Casillas left, Ramos became captain, not by seniority but by spirit. His voice echoed through the tunnel before every match.
Hoy luchamos hasta el último suspiro.
Hoy somos historia. Today we fight until the last breath. Today we are history. The 2014 UEFA Champions League final was slipping from Real Madrid's hands. Atletico Madrid led 1-0. The referee's watch ticked past 92 minutes. All seemed lost. Then came a corner. Modric swung it in. Sergio Ramos rose. Not jumped, rose like he was yanked by destiny itself, and powered the ball into the net. 93:0-0. That header wasn't just a goal. It was a resurrection. Madrid would go on to win 4-1 in extra time. La Decima, Real Madrid's 10th European Cup, was finally theirs, and Ramos was canonized that night. Not just as a defender, but a clutch-time deity. Success bred jealousy. Ramos clashed with club president Florentino Perez. Contract talk soured. Whispers of disloyalty filled Madrid's newspapers. In 2021, after 16 years, Sergio Ramos left the club of his soul. Paris Saint-Germain welcomed him with open arms, but his heart never truly left the Bernabeu. In Paris, he won trophies, but something was missing. Injuries crept in. So did age. He fought on, bandaged, bruised, never broken. But the magic of Madrid would never return. After 2 seasons, PSG let him go. Many thought it was the end. But lions don't fade quietly. In a move that stunned the football world, Ramos returned not to Madrid but to Sevilla FC. Full circle. The prodigal son was now a war-scarred general returning home. He walked back into the Ramon Sanchez Pizjuan like a Roman gladiator, older, grayer, but fiercer than ever. He helped Sevilla lift an improbable Europa League trophy in 2024, scoring a goal in the semi-final and converting the winning penalty in the final. He didn't cry. Sergio Ramos never cried in public. His tears fell in the form of tackles and headers. But after the final whistle, standing alone in the center circle, he looked up at the sky and whispered something only he could hear. At 40, Ramos shocked the world one last time. He signed for Real Madrid not to play, but to manage their B team, Castilla. Florentino, older and mellow, asked forgiveness. Ramos accepted with a handshake and a half-smile. Under his management, Castilla won the Segunda División. Then, in 2031, Sergio Ramos became Real Madrid's first-team coach. His managerial style? Brutal honesty, iron discipline, unwavering loyalty. His Madrid played with the same philosophy he lived by: die before defeat. In his first season, he won La Liga. In his third, the Champions League. But more than trophies, he gave Madrid its soul back. Sergio Ramos retired with 4 Champions Leagues, 2 Euros, 1 World Cup, countless red cards, and an army of broken strikers behind him. He redefined what it meant to be a defender, not just a stopper but a scorer, a leader, a legend. Statues were built, songs were sung, but he remained the same. A boy from Camas who once kicked socks in the street, dreaming of glory. Because in the end, Sergio Ramos wasn't just a player. He was a story, a legacy, a Lionheart,